Hello and welcome to this session in the Web Design online course. Today we are going to look at a very important and very seriously important aspect of our training, and that is the cPanel. This is lecture number 3.1 and my name is Mr. Wata Jeremiah. Thank you very much for joining. This course is brought to you courtesy of Shumba Training Center. We are going to have an introduction to cPanel. Then in the next lecture, we're going to have a navigation of the cPanel system. So what is cPanel? So we're saying cPanel is a web hosting control panel software that is developed by cPanel LLC. So cPanel is a control panel, just like you have a control panel for your computer where you can install software and where you can remove software. The cPanel is a control panel for the web site or the web hosting system. So cPanel provides a graphical user interface and also an automation tools which are designed specific to simplify the process of hosting a website to the website owner or the end user. So essentially, cPanel is one of those control panels that are useful in the process of hosting a website. So as you are going to see in this class, we are going to be making much use of the cPanel. So basically, it's going to provide us with the user interface that we can use to make changes to our website. So it enables administration through a standard web browser using three-tier structure. I'm going to explain what this actually means. So while cPanel is limited to managing a single hosting account, cPanel together with Web Host Manager or WHM allows the administration of the entire server. So as you can hear from this statement, we are saying cPanel only manages one hosting account, but cPanel alongside WHM can allow you to have administration of the entire server. Now, cPanel is one of the most popular panels among web developers and hosting companies. You cannot interact with a web developer without mentioning cPanel. So it is something that is very, very popular among all web developers, including you who is in this class, because I know by the end of this class, you are going to be a professional web designer. Now, it is typically paired with WHM or Web Host Manager. Both components work hand in hand with each playing separate roles. So WHM is doing its own thing and also cPanel is also doing its own thing, but they are paired together and they work hand in hand. Now, Web Host Manager provides administrative control over the entire server. And as we discussed in the one of the lectures that passed, we said on a server there can be so many websites hosted on it. So if you are going to have control over all the websites hosted on your server, you are going to be making use of the Web Host Manager. Now, in addition to server configurations, WHM creates multiple accounts and manages more than one website. So the domain and hosting that we bought in the previous lecture is going to be managed using the Web Host Manager. So that is why that company Namecheap and also many other companies, they have control over the websites which are being hosted on their servers because of something like this one, the WHM or the Web Host Manager. All right. Now, furthermore, the cPanel dashboard provides various web files, MySQL, statistics, data tracking, and SEO features. Now, SEO, you know what it is, search engine optimization. You know what this is. We discussed it last time. So the cPanel dashboard is going to provide you with all these features and tools that you can use for the success of your website. It is no wonder that cPanel is one of the most popular control panels among web developers and hosting companies. All right. Now, to specify, when a hosting provider manages a server with WHM and creates cPanel accounts for their customers, This practice is known as cPanel hosting. So like we did in the previous lecture, we bought a website, we bought a domain name, and we bought hosting. So it means Namecheap had to create an account for us using WHM, and then it provided us with access to cPanel, as you are going to see in the next lecture. Now, cPanel is a Linux-based control panel used to conveniently manage your web hosting. So it is written in Linux or it runs on Linux system. As you know, there are so many systems. There is iOS, there is Windows, but this one is Linux. So the system operates similarly to a desktop application. With cPanel, you can perform actions from a user-friendly dashboard instead of running complex commands. Very, very important point to take note of. Before I emphasize on this point, let me just emphasize on this other one here. So we are saying this system operates similar to a desktop application. I'm sure we all know how desktop applications operate. You have to run the application. Firstly, you have to download it, install it, and then after installing it, you run it, and then it begins to run and to do what you want it to do. So in the similar manner, that is how the cPanel operates. Now, a cPanel is going to make your life very easy as you are going to be developing your website, in the sense that you don't have to run complicated commands or codes or programmings. All right, you just have to be clicking buttons here and there, and then everything gets to be done. This is how cPanel gets to be very useful, as you are going to see in the course of this training. All right, so basically, this is what we're saying. Now, cPanel, as we've said, is a Linux based. All right. So that's what we're saying. Now, the advantages of cPanel are as follows. Number one, user interface. So the cPanel interface categorizes various features under manageable modules, allowing users to locate them easily. You will see what this actually means. So we have some modules which where all the features are categorized nicely. For example, if you're talking about features to do with email, they are put under the category of emails. So the cPanel dashboard also comes with intuitive menus and graphics for smooth navigation. All right, that's the first advantage. The next advantage is highly compatible. All right, as one of the most popular control panels, cPanel is compatible with several web browsers, including Google Chrome, Safari, Mozilla Firefox, and many other browsers that we have. All right, additionally, cPanel supports many third-party applications, including site builders and SEO tools. Very interesting stuff here. So that's the second advantage, highly compatible. Then the third advantage is wide range of features. All right. So requiring no advanced technical knowledge, cPanel lets users perform complicated tasks such as creating subdomains and FTP accounts, managing MySQL databases, and generating site backups. So even if you don't have some technical knowledge about these things, you're able to perform all these things with ease. No need to stress, no need to worry. cPanel provides everything for you. Within just a click of a button, you have created a subdomain. Within just a click of a button, you can see that you have created a backup for your site. So this is how cPanel makes everything interesting. The other advantage is automatic installation software. So not only does cPanel provide numerous features, it is also well integrated with Softacular's apps installer. I'm going to explain to you what Softaculous is, and you're going to be very clear with it because it is something that we're going to be making use of much frequent in this class. So it grants access to more than 400 applications, including popular content management systems. So content management systems are the ones that we're going to be making use of in this class. We're not going to do any programming as I indicated to you earlier on. So we are going to be utilizing the CMSs that I've found on the cPanel dashboard. Softaculous takes care of each application during its whole life cycle from installation to updates. So right at the back end of your cPanel, you can actually update some software that you're going to install on your website. So you're going to see everything. Here we're just having an introduction to cPanel. I'll walk you through the whole process and you'll see how easy it is to do all these things. Then the other advantage is reliable support. So the cPanel forums and blogs contain plenty of resources. If you If you run into a problem or anything's not working somewhere, just visit the blog and you'll find plenty of resources that you can make use of to rectify the challenge that you are facing. Then the other point here is dedicated technical manuals for both cPanel and web host WHM are also available. Now, we have some dedicated technical manuals that are out there for both cPanel and WHM, which are very useful for you to troubleshoot and resolve any problems that you are going to face in your journey as a web designer. So they explain how to use and resolve issues with the cPanel products. All right, now as you may know, with everything there are advantages and disadvantages. Now, under the disadvantages of cPanel, the first one is security vulnerability. So, a research which was conducted shows that the two-factor authentication system of cPanel may be vulnerable to brute force attacks. So, you have to be very, very careful as you are going to be working with the website, because you know there are so many people who are after attacking websites in order for them to have access to people's information. So to prevent this, you have to make sure that always your cPanel version is up to date. Thankfully, within this class, we are going to have access to our cPanel through the web host, and that means that it is going to be automatically updated. We don't have to worry about updating our cPanel. It will be automatically updated through the hosting account or the web hosting company that has given us the hosting package. Now, the next disadvantage is costly license. So cPanel has the highest license compared to all its competitors. Thus, if you're only managing a website or 2 or 3 websites, a cPanel hosting plan can be a cheaper solution, as the web host will lend you their cPanel license. So if you buy a hosting plan from a company like Namecheap, they are going to give you access to the cPanel using their own license. So that is how you can overcome the issue of license, which is very costly. Now, the other disadvantage is risk of losing data, loss, or corruption. So there are times when the cPanel system accidentally overwrites server settings and removes all the data during the updates. So you have to make sure that if this happens due to the crashed or failed hard drive, in such cases, try to perform a full disaster recovery to restore your web server. So basically, these are some of the disadvantages of cPanel, but hey, don't worry, because these disadvantages are very little compared to the advantages. We have so much to gain than we have to lose in this case. So don't worry about all this. These are very easy things to manage, and we can actually overcome each of these disadvantages. All right, so thank you very much. All right, so thank you very much for tuning in. This is where we have to end it. Thank you very much. We had an introduction to the cPanel dashboard. In the next class, we're going to be looking at the navigation of the cPanel. Thank you very much. My name is Mr. Wata Jeremiah, and this is Shumba Training Center. We shall see you in the next video as we continue discussing web design.